Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are in Portland, Maine, USA. It is a city of about 75,000 people located here on the eastern coast of the United States, northeastern part of the United States exactly, on the Atlantic coast. It is a port city. It's not necessarily an important port city, but it is definitely important for the New England region of the United States, which is where we're at. The lighthouse here to your right, and we'll zoom in here. Oh, that's a zoom out, but we're going to zoom in here for you. That is Spring Point Ledge Lighthouse, and that is one of many lighthouses here in Maine. I want to say there's like 55 different lighthouses that are operable in the state of Maine. As you can see, there is a barge out there, some sort of boat that brought in freight. Looks like maybe some containers aboard. But again, beautiful lighthouse, beautiful day here on the bay. I believe this is Casco Bay that we are standing on a peninsula of. If you, we actually go to the right here for 1 second, you're going to see the inlet that goes straight out to the ocean. And I will zoom in on that right there. And if you go out where that boat is and beyond, that is literally the Atlantic Ocean right there. So the calmer waters here, rougher waters out there, and there's many of islands out there, hundreds of islands here in the state of Maine. Beautiful, waiting for you to explore. I've yet to actually explore very many of them. I wish I could have. Um, and that is Fort Scammell. Fort Scammell built in, I believe, 1808 from what I remember my research being. So let me see if I can zoom in a little better for you guys on that one. And that is located on an island. So you have to take a ferry over there. Um, Sorry about that. I'm trying to learn this gimbal is a little bit. But yeah, there is Fort Scammell built in 1808. All these forts actually around here are built the same year, thereabouts. And so we're going to pan back over this direction, past the lighthouse, and we're going to look at, this is going to be Fort Gorges. That looks like it's on an island of its own, and it is located right there, Fort Gorges. And again, pretty neat. I mean, it's not something you see every day. It's like a fortress on an island. Definitely gives the city of Portland that historic feel from the 1800s. Um, I would only imagine that it was built to protect the city of Portland. As you pan to the left a little bit more, you're going to see there's a ferry boat there that will take you to the islands that is leaving downtown Portland, which if you continue panning to the left a little bit more, you're going to go past the where they offload the container ships. And here is beautiful downtown Portland, or part of it anyway. We'll get a better view of downtown from down the road, but I just wanted to at least start here, show you this beautiful city from Casco Bay and beyond, and the forts that are around here. And I appreciate you joining my channel. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and share buttons as this channel is new. And I'm going to be bringing more and more content to you. So if you like travel, vlogging, and cities, random cities really around the world, give it a like, turn on that notification bell, and I will be your tour guide. Let's go see what the rest of Portland has to offer. All right, we are down here at Bug Light Park. I'll show you why it's called that here in just a moment. But here is downtown Portland, the skyline in which I promised. But there is one problem, one big problem. There is a cruise ship blocking part of this skyline that isn't that impressive anyway. It's not a major city, but it is the biggest city in the state of Maine, so it's an important city. So like I said, this is downtown. Not a lot of tall buildings, but beautiful nonetheless. And as you can see, it's a beautiful day. Lots of boats out here messing around. And I'm sitting at a boat ramp here, boat launch, whatever you call it in your neighborhood. Um, and but to my right, and I'll show you a view of that in just a moment, um, is the reason why it's called Bug Light Park. And I'll take you over there to it right now. Just wanted to show you this uh, not so impressive skyline of Portland, Maine. Like I said, beautiful nonetheless. All right, this is Bug Light here in Portland, Maine still. So this is the reason why it is called Bug Light State Park. Now, why would they call it Bug Light? Well, light is short for lighthouse. It's obviously a lighthouse, but also I don't know this to be the exact truth, but for the name that is of the light. But here in Maine, bug means lobster. So my assumption is that it is a lighthouse that was designed to help lobster boat fishermen to go out and do their jobs and find their way back in uh, the foggy, you know, bay here. A lot of foggy days here. So the nickname for lobster is bug. So it is a bug light to help the lobstermen go out and grab the catch of the day. Um, that is my fair assumption. Now, leave a comment down in the comment section below if I stand corrected. Prove me wrong. That will not be a problem. I can take it. But just a beautiful day. If you're coming to Portland, Maine, just be sure to come over here and give this a check out. As you can see, beautiful sailboats out here, and obviously a beautiful view of the city of Portland. It's definitely a must see. If you're here in the off season like I am, it is free to enter Bug Light State Park, and you can come on in, enjoy all this beauty and wonder for no charge. We'll see you on the other side.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A nomad passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. 'Cause I found my way.
If you're visiting Portland, I do recommend Becky's Diner, located here on Commercial Street. It is a fine dining establishment, very well recommended by the locals and tourists alike, and very popular place even midday on a weekday. As you can see, quite packed. So Becky's Diner, a lot of good traditional Maine food as well as Americana food. So definitely check out Becky's. All right, so we're on Commercial Street past Becky's Diner, and this is a glimpse of what the beginning of downtown looks like. We're gonna go down here and find us a parking spot and start this walking tour. All right, we found a place to park here downtown. This is Fisherman's Wharf public parking. So if you're in the area and you're looking for a place to park close to the action, tourist sites and all, look no further than Fisherman's Wharf. Mark that on your Google Maps. Again, we are on Commercial Street down here. And you have some bike rentals, You have some eateries such as Elevation Burger. By the way, grass-fed, organic beef. They also have some chicken options too. Highly recommended if you're, especially if you're going to stay in the Portland, Maine area, or even Bangor for that matter, long term. Um, but yeah, a lot of history here. Uh, and let's go down Commercial Street and let me show you some more. And yet again, another eatery here called Portland Lobster Company, and has that very nautical feel. So if you're in, again, if you're parked over here at Fisherman's Wharf, that's going to be the first restaurant you come to, along with the Elevation Burger across the way. And here is a beautiful view of the water and the inlets here. This is where some of the ferries took off from earlier. That when we were on the other side, actually, zoom in, we were over there a little while ago, but now we're over here on the downtown side. Yeah, and the ferry boats take people to work and back home every day, or you can just go over there to enjoy some of the state parks. I know Peaks Island is over there, definitely worth a shot. Now, we're going to stay live. I'm going to walk over here. I see an interesting monument that a friend of mine actually recommended that I include in this video. Let's go over here and check it out.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A nomad passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere right.
All right, so this is an official piece, a three section anyway, of the actual Berlin Wall from Germany. So it's definitely an interesting artifact nonetheless to come here and see. It's interesting that it's in Portland, Maine, but definitely worth a check out if you're in the area, especially, close to the Fisherman's Wharf and a lot of the tourist hotspots. Definitely worth a picture over here. Um, Located right off of Commercial Street. And we're dockside here and the backside of Portland Lobster Company looking back at downtown. And of course, tour bus here. But I did want to make a quick note. See this tarped off boat? It's ready for winter, guys. Winter is right around the corner here in Maine. Early November, November 2nd to be exact, but it's not too soon for snow, ice, and very cold weather. We've been fortunate for those who do not like winter to not experience any winter-like weather yet. I like winter. I like the cold. Sadly, we do have to wait till December 21st, but right there, as you can see, they use a lot of the wrap to protect their boats and stuff from the winter. Let's go up that way and check out the Monument Square and a lot of the really good restaurants and historical area of Portland. And there's nothing like giving a shout out to the Holy Donut, which is Maine potato donuts. A lot of potatoes grown here in the state of Maine. Take a lot of pride in that. And they are potato donuts. And then here is Blue Lobster Tours. There's also a gift shop if you're interested in buying souvenirs. Here locally, it's on the corner of Moulton and Commercial Street. Let's go straight up Moulton Street here and check out the rest of the old Port District. If you are visiting Portland this time of year, early November, definitely bring a light jacket or fleece. A little on the chilly side for those who are not used to it. If you're from the area, New England, obviously you're going to be well prepared. A lot of good smells in this street here, so a lot of good restaurants. clean. As you can see, no graffiti down through here or anything, and no trash laying around, so it's a very clean city. And mind you, I must say, Maine is usually rivaling New Hampshire and Vermont for the number one spot for the safest state in the union. Hence one of the reasons I moved here. So be sure to always use your street smarts while exploring, but you can let your guard down just a little bit. It's a safe city. On the left here, we have Gritty McDuff's. That is a brew pub. If you're interested in any kind of uh, microbrews and bar food, look no further than Gritty's. Uh, they have they even have some souvenirs and things too to buy that are right there in the window. This is a look down. I know we're on the corner of Exchange Street and something or another, but that is more view of downtown that away. Now it just gets more and more modern down there. As you can see in the distance, there is a Holiday Inn down there. So if you're gonna want to get a room really close by to what I'm viewing here today and touring, Holiday Inn would be definitely an option for you to be close by. The hotel closer than that is Hyatt Place, and it looks like they have a parking garage right next door. So you might be able to work it out, get some sort of free parking with your room. I don't know. I can't confirm that, but definitely an option if you're in the area. Now, historic buildings, very beautiful. I'm waiting to cross the street here, bring you a little closer to more of the action of historic downtown Portland. And here you're going to enjoy a lot of shopping. You have a candy store here on the left, jewelers. You got some clothing stores, some boutiques. You even have a psychic reading down there on the corner. And Buzz Coffee Shop over here on the right hand side as well. If you're a tourist in town and you're looking for some visitor information, be sure to come to the corner of, oh, I just had it, Middle Street and Market. You're going to have a visitor center here with a kiosk by this colorful building right next to the Oxford building. Oxford building is the brick building to my left, and it also has a Bard Coffee. Bard Coffee, another local established. You can see the sign there on your far left. They are doing construction behind me, so I'm not going to give you a 360 image of this, but we are in definitely the historic district downtown, and straight ahead is a beautiful building we definitely have to check out, as well as Monument Square eventually. But giving you a little bit of a look of this late fall day here in Portland, and just the architecture with these buildings, very traditional to the New England region of the United States. Again, there's a lot of galleries here, uh, bookstores. So you even have a yoga studio over there, art gallery. And yeah, let's head straight ahead though. And one of these days I'm going to get the Zoom figured out for you guys, I promise. We're going to figure this out after all. But let's go up here and check this out. And that is Portland City Hall, my friends. What a beautiful building. And yes, that was the bell you were hearing. That is the First Parish Church of Portland. Beautiful architecture, very old building. Uh, Wonderful city that is overlooking. And for friends and those who know me best, you know, I had the include this in the video. Let's go find let's go find Monument Square. Welcome to Monument Square, located here in downtown Portland. And you know, I recommend coming here. And I was thinking of the reasons why to come here if you're visiting Portland, and that would be there's a lot of really good restaurants in the area. In fact, it's hard not to think about it when you're in Monument Square because if there's any slight wind at all, you're going to grab a sense of so many different types of restaurants in the area, so many different foods. And just look at this history, though. It's wide open, it's beautiful. And the reason I call it Monument Square as well, the reason is right here on my right hand side. It is a monument. Yes, it is. Who is it a monument of? Let's go to the other side and find out. So it is a Portland hero. It's the Portland to her sons who died for the Union, is what it says. So a a Union war of some sort, right? I do not know my history of Portland, to be exact, so I apologize for my ignorance. Comment below if you have anything to add. Again, restaurants. We have David's Restaurants, Burke's Perks. Looks like it's breakfast, coffee, and lunch. We have a public market house over here with fine food and beverages. We have a Shays Grill and Pub. We have a Sister's Gourmet Deli. Folks, it keeps going on and on and on. We've got paninis across the way over here. We have, I know there's pizza back down and burritos for that matter. There's pizza, burritos, and all kinds of stuff if you continue down Congress Street, which that's what this is Congress Street. There's many more restaurants and things going on down there. Now, if you're in town for Portland Pride, actually, I stand corrected here. It is Pride Portland. Just to distinguish the two Portlands. You have the Portland on the west coast in the beautiful state of Oregon. Now, you also have Portland, Maine, which Portland, Oregon was named after. But to distinguish the two, you have Pride Portland over here in Maine and Portland Pride over there on the west coast. Now, it were to start right here in Monument Square. You're going to be in town for any type of parade, festival, any of that stuff. It's going to start right here and usually will march behind me. So this is where you're going to want to come get with your contingent or party or just show up as a spectator and watch the parades. This is where it all happens. Now, let's continue more of Portland on the Great Walking Tour. There's a few more sites I definitely want to include in this trip, so stand by.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good, best I've ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way, I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way, I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
All right, guys, we're at the corner of Union and 4th Street. Here you're going to find two hotels. One I spoke about earlier, but you're also going to have the Harbor Hotel, which is complete with a bistro as well as a terrace. The terrace right there above that entrance. Um, you have the Four and Wharf over there on the corner. Not a hotel, but just clothing store. There's more clothing stores and restaurants as you go down. But that Hyatt place I was speaking of earlier, that is a hotel. And that is complete with a parking garage on the other side as well as valet. You can see the exit to the parking garage there. It is mentioning valet. So if you're wanting to stay in the area, you're interested in a complete ensemble of lodging with the parking garage and or valet, Hyatt Place, right downtown in the heart of the action, heart of shopping, restaurants, and as well as the port. The port is right down there. Fisherman's Wharf, where I was at earlier. Um, all of it's right here. City Hall's nearby. You have some breweries in the area as well. Um, so let's continue down 4th Street here. Fore, not Four. So just making that clear. Fore, and then you have For Play Sport Sports Club right there. Vermont Flannel Company. You have some gorgeous gelato over here to my right as well. And just these old buildings that are no longer. So you have like Portland Life is Good store, okay? But it's also in a very old E. Common Bottles something building. Now, if you look closely at these windows, look how wavy they are. That tells you that that is original glass, guys. Look how old that glass is when it's wavy like that. That just tells you a lot about the history of the building. And that there has not been any modern upgrades to those windows probably since day one. Now, what is really unique about this part of 4th Street? You have all this history to my right, and you have this modern hotel to your left. So, again, you're looking for a view of history, but staying in modern amenities. Hyatt Place is right here. Not a sponsor, by the way, but if Hyatt Place is listening and they want to sponsor a future episode, I'd be happy to give them a review someday at one of my future destinations. There's Old Fort Candy Company on my right. And again, we're going to head right back down here to some of the areas we were at earlier. But I just wanted to show you the kind of more of a shopping district and more of the walking district here. If you're coming aboard on a cruise ship and you want to make a day of shopping and food and just really enjoying Portland and all it has to offer, you definitely want to head to 4th Street, Fore. You also want to head to Market Square. Monument Square, and also Portland Square, which is right there where we were. And then just looking down, you've got all kinds of really nice architecture from the early 1800s, even some late 1700s in this area. Now, this is a beautiful shot here. So I wanted to stay live until we get at least to this building. Just look how beautiful this is with all the vines coming up and Just a very unique building, something you just don't see everywhere, especially down south where it has a lot of warm weather. But there is a little bit of sun glare. Let me try to eliminate some of that for you here and get to capture some of the beauty of this building. A lot of strong sense of food in this area, guys. So you're not going to go hungry in Portland. Lots of brick streets and sidewalks, cobblestone as well. Bring comfortable, supportive walking shoes. Now make sure that they're ankle supportive, not just supportive on the soles, as you're going to have very wavy parts of some old historic areas. So make sure that you don't roll an ankle while visiting Portland because that would be a bummer.